Good evening, and I'd like to call our Tuesday, January 15th, 2019 Piqua City Commission meeting to order. Let us stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
John, you lost your phone.
Can we have our roll call, please?
Mayor Hines,
Here.
Commissioner Vogt,
Here.
Commissioner Martin,
Here.
Commissioner Lee,
Here.
Commissioner Short.
Here.
Okay, and we have announcements. Do we have any announcements?
Well,
this
I'd
evening?
like to announce, if you'll see sitting to my far left is Jessica Stein, and she's our one of our new substitute clerk of commission. So we welcome Jessica to these proceedings.
Thank you.
You haven't seen the initiation yet.
Welcome, Jessica. Thank you. Any other announcements? If not, I know the next thing on our docket is a presentation from the Friends of the Piqua Library. I'd like to invite you all to come forward.
Good evening. I am Ruth Kuhn, and I am chairman of Friends of the Piqua Library, and some of our other committee members are here with us tonight because I thought you would like to have a report about the gala for the 10th anniversary of the Fort Piqua Plaza that we had on November the 16th. It probably was one of the most successful evenings that I have ever been involved with here in our wonderful community. The Dayton Philharmonic, which brought 53 musicians, performed for a capacity crowd in the grand ballroom of the Fort Piqua Plaza for this spectacular evening of beautiful music. The Friends of the Piqua Library is a nonprofit organization. We were founded about 7 years ago to promote the library as a cultural center for our community. And during the year, we feature about 5 to 6 programs free to the public in the main lobby of the library on all kinds of subjects. Also, each year, the Friends of the Library holds a holiday cabaret. It's our fundraiser for the organization. But this year, however, we felt that it was very fitting for us to host this gala instead of the holiday cabaret to show support for this beautifully restored historic treasure. The Friends of the Library consist of the following, and as I say, some of them are here tonight. Donna Wilberding, Joyce Jenkins, Susan Haas is here, Kathy Alexander, Julia Bankert is here, Christine Casto, Monty Moeller, Don Smith, and Doug Stillwell is here also. These volunteers spent many months planning the gala, and the people who attended have just gave us so many wonderful comments, as well as the orchestra, who were so in awe of our beautiful grand ballroom and of the building. And you know that they have traveled everywhere, but when they came to this beautiful building, they were just in awe of it. And their music just thrilled all of us. It was a kind of a patriotic concert, and we had a huge, just like this American flag, hanging on around the railing above them, and so it was just a great, great evening. I thank all of you for patronizing it, and also we are also here to tell you that we are happy that with the proceeds of the event. That's what after all of our expenses were paid. We wanted to make sure that we had proceeds that we could deposit with the Piqua Community Foundation, who holds this independent fund for the maintenance fund for the Fort Piqua Plaza. And we are so happy to report to you that that evening the proceeds were $31,682, or almost $32,000. These funds will be used for the maintenance of this restored building to make sure that it stays in the same condition as it was when it was reopened in 2008. And we also thank you for allowing us to come to this meeting tonight, but we were sure that you would all like to know about this fabulous evening in our community, Piqua, Ohio, downtown. It was a thrilling, thrilling evening and such a positive thing for Piqua. We were written up in the Dayton Business Journal. We also were written up in a publication by the Miami Valley Today and it had a beautiful picture of the orchestra and the crowd that night. And again, I want to thank all of you for your support of our organization and also for this gala. Thank you.
Well, and I want to thank you all for the good work that you do. I went to the gala as I did the 5-year one as well, and it was a beautiful evening, and thank you for all that you guys do. It is a beautiful part of our community, and thank you for $31,682.
Yes, almost $32,000. So we thank all of our patrons and our underwriters. We had a number of great underwriters who believe in this building also, and that's why they all stepped up to support us, so.
They deserve a
Thank you.
hand.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So we'll see what happens in another 5 years.
I know.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, now we have a proclamation honoring Rebecca J. Cool. I'd like to invite Becky and her family, if they want to join me at the podium. And I have a proclamation. As we know, Becky has retired from the city with 32 years of service, so we have a proclamation for you this evening. Whereas Rebecca J. Cool retired as City of Piqua Clerk of Commission on December 31st, 2018, following 29 years of dedicated service as the clerk of our commission. And whereas Rebecca provided the link between city commissioners and Piqua citizens during her years in office as clerk, and whereas Rebecca was always mindful of neutrality and impartiality while rendering services to the Piqua City Commissioners and to our citizens, and whereas we wish Rebecca the best with many years of happiness, fun, and good health throughout her retirement years. Now therefore I, Catherine B. Hines, the mayor of the city of Piqua, Ohio, do hereby thank and congratulate Rebecca J. Cool for her service to the city of Piqua as the clerk of commission. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I also have a resolution of appreciation for your public service as an employee here at the city of Piqua. Whereas Rebecca J. Cool has retired as administrative assistant with the development department, and whereas her retirement follows over 31 years of faithful and dedicated service to the city and its citizens, now therefore be it resolved by the Commission of the City of Piqua, Miami County, Ohio, all members elected thereto concurring, that in recognition and appreciation of the public service of Rebecca J. Cool as administrative assistant with the development department, this commission tenders its unanimous and respectful tribute by this resolution, which shall be a matter of public and permanent record. This resolution shall take effect and be enforced from and after the earliest period allowed. Becky, thank you so much for your years of service with us. And we also thank Steve as well. How many years were you behind the?
About 22.
About 22 years behind the scenes for our commission meeting. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Speech? Speech?
There's going to be no speech. I'm just going to quietly leave. I just want to thank everyone for everything in the last years. The commission has been wonderful to work with. The city employees, the city staff, the citizens, everyone is just wonderful. I can't begin to thank everyone, and I just want to let everyone know how much I appreciate their spending the time with me and allowing me to work with you.
Well,
Thank you.
Thanks.
You were fun to work with as well, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
At Becky's retirement celebration, it was listed how many commissioners she's worked with, how many mayors, and I don't have that in front of me, but it was something like 35 commissioners and 7 mayors, and I mean, she's been here for a long time, so.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, take you with me. Cindy. You're more than welcome.
All right, now we move to our consent agenda.
We have 3 items on the consent agenda tonight. The approval of the minutes from December 18, 2018 regular city commission meeting, a resolution appointing Jessica Morgan-Stein as substitute clerk of the commission for the city of Piqua, and of course, as you've just heard, a resolution of appreciation for public service of Rebecca J. Cool as a city employee.
We have a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Has been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the consent agenda passes. And now we move to our new business. The first is resolution number R-3-19.
A resolution authorizing a purchase order to Barrett Paving Materials Incorporated as the primary supplier and Valley Asphalt Corporation as the secondary supplier of hot mix for the 2019 street and alley maintenance program.
Mr. Brookhart will give the staff report.
Good evening. In November of 2018, the purchasing analysis went out for asphalt bids, sending specifications to several companies. The bids were received back on November 29th of 2018, and the bid tabulation is shown in Exhibit A. In the past, we have purchased asphalt from both Valley and Barrett Paving, depending on who had the mix available that we needed to use on a given day. Therefore, similar to last year, we would like to issue a purchase order for both Barrett Paving and Valley Asphalt for purchasing 402 and 404 asphalt to ensure the asphalt will be available for the city when it is needed.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions or comments from the commission on this resolution? Any questions or comments from our public on this resolution? If not, I will entertain a motion.
Move we, R-3-19.
I'll second it.
Has been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, the resolution passes. And now we move to resolution number R-4-19.
A resolution for consent to apply for, accept, and enter into a water supply revolving loan account agreement for asset management planning and designating a dedicated repayment source for the loan.
I'll call on Mr. Shelley to provide the staff report.
Good evening. Asset management is a new program from Ohio EPA. It's a requirement for all water treatment plants within the state of Ohio. Public water systems in Ohio, through asset management, must demonstrate the technical, managerial, and financial capability of their system by implementing an asset management program. Asset management is a process through which the capital assets of a utility, such as pumps, motors, pipes, etc., are accounted for and put on a schedule for repair, replacement, and upgrades. Another important component to asset management is ensuring sufficient funds are set aside for these activities. Without asset management programs, according to Ohio EPA, communities are challenged to prevent and address problems that can arise in their drinking water plants. Last year, the city worked with FTC&H, a consulting firm, to begin our asset management program. We're going to continue to work with them in 2019. In the interim, we became aware of a grant opportunity through Ohio EPA. So what's before you tonight is authorization for the city manager to enter into an agreement for that grant. It's a $10,000 grant, which will help offset some of the costs in 2019 as we continue to work on our asset management program. Are there any questions?
I would state that although it says in your documents it's a loan, it is a forgivable principal loan, so which means that could turn into basically a grant if we do the study correctly.
We have 5 years to complete the study, which is more than enough time.
Right. Any questions or comments from the commission? Any questions or comments from the public on this resolution? If not, I will entertain a motion.
I move we adopt resolution R-4-19.
Second.
Has been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? The resolution passes. And now we move to resolution number R-5-19.
A resolution authorizing the city manager to execute a contract to employ Frank J. Patrizio as law director and McCullough Felger Fight and Gutman Company LPA as legal counsel for the city of Piqua.
This resolution does name Frank Patrizio as the law director and his firm, McCullough, Felger, Fight and Gutman, as being participants in our legal counsel, and we'd ask approval from the city commission.
Okay, any questions or comments on this resolution? Any questions or comments from the public on this resolution? If not, I will entertain a motion.
I'd like to adopt resolution R-19, 5-19.
Second.
Has been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The resolution passes. And now we move to the public comment portion of our meeting. Do we have any public comment this evening? If not, we will move to the city manager's report.
Just one item tonight. We have a number of citizen board and committee openings coming up, and just advise the public, if you're interested, please visit our city website to put an application in. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioners, we'll start with Commissioner Vogt.
Number one, congratulations, Becky, on your retirement. Many, many years of driving the motorhome. That's all I have. Thank you.
Commissioner Martin.
Congratulations, Becky, and everybody watch out for the snow that we're supposed to get this weekend. It could be nothing. It could be a foot and a half, who knows? But be careful when you're out in it. That's all I got.
Commissioner Lee.
I just want to congratulate Becky and Steve, and congratulate Chris, who snuck out, and Mr. Brookhart for their new appointments. Congratulations on that. And with the snow coming, you never know if it's going to be here or not, but I didn't think we were going to get any this past weekend, and we did. So just be careful, and that's all I got.
Commissioner Short.
Well, I'm going to echo what everybody else said. Congratulations, Becky and Steve. I hope you enjoy your motorhome and traveling, and that's basically all I have today.
Thank you. And I also want to say thank you again, and I know that RV is almost ready to go, and you think of us when you're in the warmer weather as we're up here freezing in the snow and everything else, but enjoy every little bit of it, definitely. I also want to remind people we did obviously have snow this past weekend, and it is in the forecast for Thursday and this coming weekend. I did have a call from a resident, one of our older residents, for some issues around snow and things like that. So be aware of your neighbors, and if you are able to go over and help neighbors, please do so. Pay attention, check on them. We do have people who may not have family local, and just having a neighbor go and check on them during times like this is really helpful to see if they need something. But that is all I have. So now we have a motion to adjourn to executive session, and this is to consider pending or imminent litigation.
I move we go to executive session.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded. Can we have a roll call, please?
Commissioner Lee,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt,
Aye.
Commissioner Short,
Aye.
Mayor Hines,
Aye.
Commissioner Martin.
Aye.
Okay, we are moved to executive session.